My stepmom made me call her mom on camera for a grief channel, then secretly sold private clips of me to her online subscribers. You know how sometimes you hear about the monster next door? The one everyone whispers about? Well, in my neighborhood, everyone feared Sean, the killer who lived across the street. But I soon learned a chilling, terrifying truth. The real monster wasn't in his house. He was already living in mine. The morning Sean moved in, I watched my mom nail plywood over our kitchen window that faced his house. "Just in case," she'd said, her voice tight with a fear I didn't yet understand. Within hours, the whispers started. Police questioned him for days. His wife was only 28, perfectly healthy. Neighbors crossed streets to avoid him, their faces etched with disgust. Mothers yanked their children away like he carried a disease. As I watched them torment the killer next door, I counted fresh bruises on my own ribs, inflicted by the man my mom called her new partner. At least their monster lived outside their homes. Mine lived with us. Every morning at 6 a.m., Sean knelt in his backyard next to a small shrine. He'd whisper two names, Alana and Toby. No one else noticed. They were too busy organizing HOA meetings, frantic about property values. The HOA, led by the ruthless Mrs. Sato, fined him daily. Grass an inch too long, $50. Trash cans visible, $75. They practically invented violations. Meanwhile, Sean was fixing Mrs. Sato's fence after a storm, mowing lawns for deployed military families. He always refused payment. Soon, the mail carrier left packages on his curb, refusing to approach his door. I started to see a pattern. Sean flinched when car doors slammed, the same way I did when Leo came home. We were both ghosts in this neighborhood, just in different ways. Leo was my mom's coworker, the man who'd swooped in 9 months after my dad supposedly ran off. Mom said we needed stability. What we got was empty bottles and broken promises, a simmering rage that could explode at any moment. One Tuesday, he came home hammered early. The kitchen chair splintered first. Mom's bedroom door slammed shut, followed by the terrifying thud of his footsteps thundering up the stairs to my room. He burst in, his eyes blazing. "You're just like your worthless father," he spat. His wedding ring cut into my throat as his grip tightened, a cold band of metal against my skin. "Think you're better than me?" Black spots danced in my vision. I thought I might die right there. Then, the doorbell rang. Sean was on our porch yelling, "I heard screaming!" Leo yanked the door open, his fingers still digging into my shoulder. He forced a twisted smile. "Family matter? Move along!" But Sean didn't move. He stood his ground, his gaze unwavering. "I'll wait here until everyone's safe." Something in his calm certainty, in that quiet defiance, made Leo release me. For the first time in months, I could breathe. The man everyone feared, the neighborhood outcast, was the only person who had ever stood up to Leo. I wanted to be like him, someone who helped, despite being hated. My mom emerged then, her makeup smeared, her eyes wild. "We don't need help from a killer," she spat, pointing a shaking hand at Sean. It was the same tremor she got after Leo's rages. "Using my family's problems to..." Full story video added in below.